As for dowry, I know it's been a process that people have used to hurt each other, just really take advantage. I think the whole idea behind it is for two families who don't know each other, they're coming together.
So you meet his parents now, like, what was the progression after that marriage?
So after that, you know, we already knew that the next step was to get married. So then, you know, we came here and started planning. You see, the thing is with being overseas, there are a few things that happen back home because with the Kikuyu culture, what happens is, you know, you have, you know, families meet first, they get to know each other, I guess to decide whether they like each other, but also, actually, we did go back again in 2019 to now for both families to come together. So that was part of the process. And then after that, because what normally happens is apparently they try and get information about each other. So every side of the family, you go in there, you get a representative who talks about your family, where you come from, and your clans. And I think this is one way of establishing whether you're related. So because they don't want people who are related getting married to each other, so every side of the family, someone comes in and talks about your clan. No one ever says that's the reason, but that's the whole idea behind it. So his, you know, families came together, you know, and people found out that they knew each other in, you know, different ways, which went very well. But then because we came back to Australia, there were a few other meetings that happened without us.
Hey, I got a question for you. Are you smart? Are you a visionary? Well, the fact that you are watching this podcast is a good thing. I got something to tell you. I know time is the most valuable asset, so I'm going to get straight to the point. Here at the Rubasha Family Podcast, we've been focused on consistent output, getting amazing and quality content out to the people who come and support. How can we add value to people's lives? Now, you could be a small business owner or entrepreneur who wants to be able to expand your visibility, get your product or service in front of as many people as possible. The day and age that we're in, social media, podcasts, the fact that they're growing so much on YouTube. YouTube is allocating more budget into the podcast section in media. Why can't you be smart? Why can't you get ahead of the competitors and put your advertisements, put your visibility, your brand in front of as many people as possible? You could actually be one of the ones who is really smart in order to take advantage of this opportunity and put your ads in one of our videos at our lower prices as they are now compared to what they will be as our audience continues to grow and expand as much as we're consistent. So if you're really interested in having an advertisement space or brand visibility at the Rubasha Family Podcast, link is in the description. Send us an email and let's talk. Back to the video.
But they would have been happening while we were there, like dowry. So
how does that whole process work? Like, and then you also said representative. So
yes.
From Uncle Boom's side, he's got to come with like they say conciliage. Like you come with your representative.
Yes.
He speaks for. Uncle Boomzo doesn't say anything. Is that how it works?
He's not allowed to say a single word.
Okay.
So his job is to just sit back and let people represent him. So and the same thing as you know even like my dad on the side, because I don't go in for some reason. But so even my dad doesn't speak, someone else represents him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So they what are they? This is the dowry stage.
No.
Right.
So the initial one is just the families getting to know each other. Now the thing is, with different tribes, even within the Kikuyu culture, people do things differently, but there is a lot of commonalities, and one of the things is the families get to know each other first, and then you're like, oh, okay, you guys can go ahead and tell us what your next plan is. So what they're supposed to do is come to our home, which is what they did the first time. Everybody meets each other, and then my dad, based on whether he's impressed or not, he can be like, see ya, it was nice to see you, but this is it. Or he can give them permission and say, okay, you're welcome. Now you can tell me what your next plan is.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and then now it's up to the family to come and say, oh yes, we want this girl. We've seen someone in this home who we like. So now they say we want to get married. They want to get married. And then they start negotiating for the dowry.
How do you find that whole procedure? What do you think about it?
I think because it's cultural and it's happened, all my life, and so I don't have a problem with it. I think it just really depends on how you interpret it and how families handle it, because I know it's been a process that people have used to hurt each other and just really take advantage. But, you know, people can still, you know, I think the whole idea behind it is for two families who don't know each other, they're coming together. So what processes are you, you know, how are you doing so that these people are not strangers to each other? So I think that's a good way for families to meet. You know, people have different opinions. As for dowry, you know, like, I don't know. If they're happy to do that, they can go ahead and do it. If they don't want to do it, it doesn't bother me.